I've got a roof leak. Guess who I'm gonna call? I've been wanting to call a roofer for this for close to a year. One day, I think I want to call this, and that day might be today. Because today is the day that I'm moving out of this place. What's up, guys? So, the day has come. We've been looking at some apartments for several weeks now, and we're finally, making this move. So, I wanted to make this video, kind of a vlog style. I actually have been doing vlog style. I have so many clips. I went to North Carolina. I have some clips from there. I have some clips from a vlog style video I was trying to do for my morning routine. I just haven't uploaded them. Anytime where there's editing involved, I see that it's so much harder for me to put it together because I like to make it where it goes from the camera to just attach it to the computer and upload it, right? But now with these clips that I have in this camera, I would have to put it in there. Even if I have to attach two clips together, it makes me feel like, okay, later, because I don't know, editing is so scary to me. But anyways, this video I'm going to be making, I'm going to be taking you through the entire whatever, this entire experience of making this move. I haven't moved since 2015, when I moved in here, and yeah, that's that's been a while. That's 3 years I've been living in this place, and just wanted to show you guys. First of all, I'll start with the main reasons why I guess the move makes sense. I'm saying I guess because deep down, to be fully honest, like how I am in my videos, I'm not ready for this move. To be very honest, I still see myself that it would be better if I live here for at least one more year until things are like slam dunk solidified. And it's not the case, right? I'm making this move in my head prematurely, but it's okay because it should be fine, right? Income wise, all that kind of wise, it should be fine. But I just wanted to keep it for the record that me being real here, that I feel like I'm making this move prematurely, but my girlfriend, my roommate, and everybody thinks that this is like way above time for to make this move. But having that said, let's go to the main things of what's wrong with this place and what I was looking to fix, the main things that I want to accomplish from this move, and then maybe it'll help me sell myself and be more okay with making the move in of itself, right? All right, so let's get into it. First of all, I guess you point this shit out because it just looks fucked up, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, I just put a bucket and then water goes there, so I don't know what the big deal is. But it is what it is, right? It's got leaks. It's got leaks actually in two places. The other place only leaks when there's like heavy rain, and then it stops. So I think there's something about some kind of threshold. Maybe the roofer can tell us once he gets here. I gotta make that call. Let's see. I mean, you guys already know this room pretty well. It's an office with a bed in the middle. All right, screen, backdrop, desk, and all the stuff. 3 levels of chairs depending on how my back is, standing desk, stuff like that. Boxes that are packed, right? Now, this shit is not easy. We're sifting through what we're going to be taking and what we're not, and this is hard because a lot of the stuff is kind of sentimental. I guess I'm going to be keeping all that stuff. Like every book that I read, I'm going to be keeping that. Every book that played a part in me getting here, I'm going to be keeping that, right? Especially if it's inked. If it has a drop of ink in it, I'm definitely keeping that book forever, right? If I took notes on some shit, when I read that stuff, that's super valuable to me. And that's stuff I want to have in my future house when I'm like fucking retired or whatever. So having that said, looking at this room, how I'm filtering it is stuff that I have used at least in the last month first, right? So like this shit, backdrop, chairs, chairs. I think I'm taking these chairs. They don't want to take the chairs. They think they look too shitty for the apartment we're getting in, but I'm taking these chairs. It's fine. I just put a pillow on it and my back is fine on these. Okay. That's probably one piece of equipment that brings me guilt all the time. The guitar, I know I should be playing that. and I never get to it. So I'm, still taking it because in my head I'm always like, okay, no, from like this time I'm gonna start. um, Other than that, I think out of the three tables, we're taking two of them, and this I'm definitely taking. I like this table. Um, from this stuff, I don't know what's going on. I don't pay attention. My assistant slash girlfriend is taking care of this. The thing I basically we decided on is that you take you come from a standpoint of what you need, and then take that and then leave everything behind, compared to trying to sift through and find what I don't need, right? So because it's a lot harder when you're like, what am I going to throw away? Should I throw this away? Should I throw this away? Depending on what kind of person you are, sometimes it gets really hard to throw things away, because you think that, oh, I didn't wear it this year, but I'm going to wear it next year, or some stuff like that. I honestly don't have much problems with that when it comes to clothing and stuff. I throw away, I think 70% of my clothes earlier on in this year. So my wardrobe is not that filled, but it's still quite a bit now that we're taking all the shit out from the dungeons. Like, these are heavily deep. Oh no, I can't open it. The dungeons here has like boxes and bags full of clothes, right? And this is so deep. Like, this is not up to here. This goes up until I think it meets the second floor or some shit. It's crazy deep. Like, I have to put my entire arm, and she has to hold my leg, and then no, I'm not kidding. But yeah, a lot of this stuff this is some of my friend's stuff. This is for his bike. This guy got a Harley recently. Good luck to him. I've had really bad experiences on bikes. Life-changing experiences. Damages that I still suffer from. What do you call? Alright, so let's get into the actual problems. Okay, so bathroom. Tiles are coming off. So we're doing that. Water pressure is something I talked about. I made a video about this before, like things you should be looking for when you go to a new apartment, because this is stuff that I, like face, and challenge that you face day to day. This is the type of stuff that I consider real, okay? Like this shit, water pressure, the pressure sucks. This pressure, it comes in like this, and then after about a minute or two, the pressure changes. And when the pressure changes, it's so difficult to get the heat right with this thing. When the pressure changes, the heat also changes. Because, like, I think it's normal for a lot of places where, like, more pressure means, like, it gets colder. So it's almost impossible to get a consistent, temperature throughout your entire shower. You have to dodge the entire thing as soon as the pressure changes, come back, and then not to mention the pressure in of itself is not that great. The ultimate would be like an overhead shower. We don't have this in the new apartment, but ultimate would have been like an overhead one. I had this, like, I don't know where, sometimes when I went to some hotel, I think, where they had that shit. It's just like fucking hard pressure. I love that, and then, like, some places also have the side stuff. I guess that's like doing it extra, not necessary, but cool. You can't go wrong with more pressure, like, eventually when I can, I would want just like a fucking, like, come down so hard that I have to, like, stand, like, with stance, like, with strength. That's how I would be, like, giggling inside of joy. But all right, so that's shower pressure. All right, kitchen. I mean, the kitchen scene is probably one of the biggest problems in this house. The trash is downstairs, right? So you guys probably heard me complain about trash. I complain about it on a weekly basis. So what is necessary to take this shit out is right here. I have to go down the stairs, go out, and then go to that bucket right there. Look, actually, it's that one. That's number 3, and put it. So little, to say the least, that doesn't happen easily, right? I don't like going downstairs for this at all, especially now that it's getting cold. I have been known to stack up the trash here until it's like up until that stair, and then like sometimes the landlord sees it and then he's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And I'm like, "All right, let's take it down." All right, so that's trash. That's number 2. Okay, so what do we talk about? Shower pressure, trash. These are 2 of my real things. If you ask them, they have like about 14, but I'm going to be mentioning the 3 to 4 that are actually real. So trash is one of them. Next is dishwasher, right? This is obviously not a dishwasher. So we don't have a dishwasher in this place. And this is something I'm actually looking forward to. As in, when I'm done eating, I want to see how it is, how this thing works from a lifestyle standpoint, and how it actually brings change in my life when I don't have to wash this shit, right? Especially in the winter, I hate it because it's so cold, and you either have to wait for the water to heat up. That's like time where I'm just like kind of frustrated, or I have to go into cold water, which sucks because it's cold. And that brings the next thing. The apartment is cold inside, right? Like when I wake up in the morning, right now I'm wearing a hoodie, but sometimes I wear a jacket, right? Like I get ready for work inside my room by wearing a jacket. And when it gets really cold, I wear a beanie inside because the heating system in these walls don't really work, right? So it comes on from time to time. They have that outside, like, let me show that shit. I take it back. This is probably the biggest problem, not the trash problem. Trash is probably like second. So they have this like heating system right here, which is fine, but this thing doesn't come on in a temperature basis. I don't know what the fuck they have said this, but it comes on super hard when it's like, sometimes when it's not that cold, but when it's like freezing cold, sometimes it doesn't come in at all. So we have to rely on this thing from Amazon for $20 with a duct tape to power up this room. So if you guys ever lived in any kind of place that is cold, you look at the ratio of this thing right here and the size of this room, it doesn't really do much. Okay, so that's a real thing. That's like, I'm like, okay, that's real. That's fine. I can understand. I can see how that can, if that was solved, it's gonna make a change in my life, right? If I get to wake up and it's like, comfy, and I can just get up and do it, like, I think people in normal apartments, I'm not sure, in the winter, I don't think they have to wear jackets. I think they can just chill wearing one t-shirt, which is still insane to me. I can't even picture it. Like, it lets me, like, picturing there's snow outside and then inside a room somebody just wearing a t-shirt. It makes me feel like, how the hell is he doing that? What kind of equipment does he have? But I guess we're gonna find out very soon once I'm there. So all right, heating, trash system, dishwasher, and shower pressure. This was my 4 things, right? These are my 4 main things when moving to an apartment that I'm looking to accomplish, and this is what we sifted through. We saw like 30 apartments, and I went through and I found which ones would accomplish these 4 things. Okay, if it did that, then I had my bet in, like, I put in, okay, I don't mind moving there. And then they had my roommate, my girlfriend had like other things that they want to look at, like space and stuff like that, and then all that shit to see if we're gonna make the cut. And the place we're going to finally meets my stuff that I put up, and meets theirs as well. So we're gonna be moving in. But yeah, I mean, I guess this is where I cut the video for now, at least. I'm gonna try to decide if I'm going to just make this video just in of itself and upload it now, or what I kind of want to do is actually film the whole experience. Okay, we're gonna have to get a U-Haul. If you don't know what that is, just like a truck. So I get to drive a truck for the first time. I wonder how that's gonna be. And then we're gonna just like shift all the shit there and drive up there. The place is about 20 minutes away, so it's not too far. But yeah, man, this is it, guys. This is so let me know what you guys think about this move. This is pretty, I guess, a topic that people have to decide depending on where you're in your life. Like, look, if you have family members, if you have kids, I understand. That's done. you have a responsibility to be in a decent place for, when you have kids. That's just like given. But if you're single, or if you just have your girlfriend, and you guys are, relatively young or whatever, you're just making your way through, I still don't see the complete necessity for spending a chunk, a big percentage of your money into things like this, right? As long as you have a normal roof over your head and you can do it, and you can push your way through, the place gets fast Wi-Fi, internet, I think you can kind of bootstrap it until it's like fucking solidified that there's no other question about money. I really believe that is the way to do it. One fear I do have is that once these kind of things are fixed, especially the heating, I hope it doesn't affect my productivity. And this is going to sound a little weird, and I am only being able to admit this once I'm actually leaving the place. As much as I complain about winter, as much as I hate the cold, there's something about waking up early, having to put on a jacket, and it's just pitch quiet, cold, uncomfortable, and you're just like, this is why you have a visceral, direct feeling of why you do what you do, right? It's basically, I am gonna change this entire environment scenario around me, and this is how I'm gonna do it, by this right now. It starts with getting it now, right? So that feeling is gonna be gone if I'm comfortable. If I wake up and just toasty, I hope it doesn't affect the end all result, right? So I'll leave it at that, and if I decide to make a vlog, I'll just continue from here. Peace.